a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again. Tashawn Gibson, give him the sack on the safety blitz. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, the ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Yeah, great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
19, 19-5. Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 70 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the... It got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because
it's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 75 yards. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this? Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. Forced out to his left. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The 20, Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 43 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of his first half of action. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. On 3rd down, Elliott. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. DeAndre Carter's deep for the Texans. This is taken at the 18. We have hit half. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Again, it's Miller. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Watson. A bullet throw, but incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Got an open man. It's QT. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT. 33 yards. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Now Watson. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 16 yards, a first down. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Houston. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Now Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. On third down, Miller. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. And they'll run for it with Miller. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. First down, Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final two plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Prescott to throw on fourth. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll get it all the way down inside.
Yeah. Up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. It's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me. Do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Here's Watson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Watson now to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
You don't got EA access? It come out the 2nd. No, it come out the 2nd. If you got EA access, they let you play it for 10 hours for free. EA access costs $5. You can play the whole game for 10 hours.
Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good.
This is my 2nd time buying this EA access shit. I think it's $10 on it.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive.
That new song he just dropped
3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Him by himself. He dropped the song last night.
About the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Sound like drugs. Are you stupid? It's dead party. That's on trash. I'm pulling no cap. He ain't better than that.
1st and 10 at their own 26.
His flow is low-key trash.
Shotgun, it's Mayfield.
I fuck with him though. It's just that last song he just put out last night. That shit was stupid.
Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. That
You
defense
can go ahead and drop that Rogerville too with right on. I'm good.
About reverting back to what you practice. When you practice these situations, it's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic will get you scored on again.
He gonna mess around and go right back.
Throw left side complete to QT. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And Thomas has it. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
The new battle pass out here.
Catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack.
You be on Fortnite.
As a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to
I say you be on Fortnite. The season ain't started yet.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
The season start. That's what I want to know. What is 10?
And the
10.
Texans will extend their lead.
Maybe what do you eat?
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
His son was a bum.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up first and 10.
I know he ain't the best middle linebacker.
A gain of 3.
But like regular games, Bobby Wagner is a 99.
Dust. In this case, it's dust-covered pellets.
No, it's only $4.99. It was Aaron Donald, DeAndre Hopkins, Bobby Wagner, and I forgot the last one.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Field from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Got to get back to those and maybe take
what? He don't deserve it.
He's got his tight end.
They lost, what, 9 games straight? 7 games straight?
Across the 45. 21 yards.
He play defense. He better. Y'all better tighten
I know
up.
exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys.
Yeah, they used to $4.99. DeAndre Hopkins, Bobby Wagner, Aaron Donald, and Khalil Mack.
There are more people there to get him down.
A couple of first downs.
Tom Brady was
already.
leaving 99.
As they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb.
I think Drew Brees was 97, 96.
The line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Young nigga in. Young nigga shit in. Bro, Matt Ryan 69.
On second and 12.
They
Mayfield.
home.
Caught left side. It's Beckham. And all the way in.
Probably.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Julio got to be top 10, top 5.
55 yards. And the Browns Browns are back within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just
They gonna be like he not in the 25 or something like that.
There's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Nah, his shit wasn't that high.
And he won't
I played with them.
He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out comes Houston. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge.
They should have it on my head.
The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work out a little bit more.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
No, he not.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they'll start out with great field position.
Everything.
At the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Let's go. Check 26, check 26.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Play fake. Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Njoku over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2.
But I thought they was going to get on the man.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. They'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what?
Yeah, 99
creates a lot
for a
of
reason.
confusion. Kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns have taken the lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a
he
busted
deserved
coverage.
it. What was Christian McCaffrey overall?
Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Okay. He better than Christian McCaffrey. Yeah, see, he's better than Christian McCaffrey. He's probably the best running back in our division. I give him that.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
Cam Newton just came off the surgery, boy.
He
already wasn't accurate.
Too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
And he's going to be more inaccurate.
How they attack him here. Now Watson's throw is taken in by QT. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
All that practice time came to fruition.
He started out good, and then y'all just went down.
Training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because, you know, the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Back to throw, Watson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's in. Touchdown. Houston. Will Fuller.
I'm in the top 1% in the world there, man.
So far. And the Texans have
I'm in the top 1% of Madden in the world. I'm like ranked number, I want to say 58.
17-14.
Head to head. Hell no, it's over like, it's hella niggas. When I first started, I was hella far. And then I won, I was like 600 something.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this
You
one
want me
out
to give you
to
some,
the
but I think you
27.
just gonna get all the money. Get
And
out
now
of
Cleveland geared up to take the field. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He gets it left side to Johnson. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
I got Galaxy open though.
Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
It's nothing. I got Van
Like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field.
Got him.
Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like an I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida.
I got him by
Absolute
that locker
mess.
code.
Here comes Carter.
He ain't going for nothing.
Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. To the right side and complete to Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there.
You don't know about that.
2nd down.
You don't know about it. You gotta get back on Rainbow.
Completion on 1st down. From the 50, it's Watson.
Stop it.
And he'll find QT on the right side.
I'm going to Rainbow.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
I don't even got Rainbow on
It's a
my account.
pickup of
It's on my
17
brother's
and a
account.
1st down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal
It's on
unit to
Swag
see
and
about
shit.
getting 3 points. On the right hash, officially this will be a 50.
Only game I got on this account is with 2K. 2K and Madden. That's it. And Black Ops.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in
That's what
quarter
I've been
number
playing.
3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I don't like that thing.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 48 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
A run for Nick Chubb.
Ain't no running the
And
ball
this one
on
goes
me, bro.
nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Maybe just a slight
Lil
detour.
Pump doing the
It's been a
soundtrack.
strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
I said Lil Pump doing the soundtrack.
Now Mayfield's throw finds Callaway complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of
You
the
gotta
50 to the
tell Lil
16-yard
Pump.
line.
He the one who's picking the
That one in
songs for
there,
the
able to make
soundtrack.
connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive stalls.
Oh, it was Travis Scott.
15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I'm talking about players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake.
Yeah, it was Travis
It's not
Scott.
a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Out of the gun, Watson. Got an open man, it's QT. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking
Oh,
about
you gotta get off
an era
that
in
block.
the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes.
Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 50 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. This offense was dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down.
JJ.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The sack there by J.J. Watt. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. In Houston, it's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
Point it right.
Mayfield on first down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. On the ground, it's Chubb. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 4th down now after a loss of 2. 4th down, Mayfield. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. And again, it's Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They begin with a run by Miller. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Throwing now, Watson. And Thomas has it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Watson now to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. They'll run on first down. It's Miller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they will take a knee here.
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry coat is chill. close to popping your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar. One man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Houston Texans. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Block 80!
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
First carry for James Conner. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, 75 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll toss it to Miller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Thomas, 26 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post-route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ryan Switzer, 55 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On first down, it's Miller. And he stopped immediately there. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On second down, here's Miller. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
You ready? Mike, set. 55. You better be afraid of me. You better be. Hey, 31. Give me your hand. Watch the whip. Watch the safety creep.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Watson on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And now here's Switzer, the target, and he's got it. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Set! Black 20. Watch the run. Watch the run. Back. Jack 16.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 34.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there.
Check. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
No ball. Check 6.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7.
Let's go. White 80.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
High 7.
Give me some. Here we go.
Middle.
41's the mic. Check 41.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 21.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To throw again on second down. Watson, completion left side to Miller. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. To throw is Watson. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Texans will use one of their two remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Watson now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. To the air yet again, Watson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Fairbairn is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throw left side, complete to QT. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit, but how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One of the advantages of zone defenses, I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On 2nd and 12, Watson. Open man is QT, complete.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Start! Like 80! 44. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Mike 41, Mike. Hey, Alpha.
Let's go, D.
No spacing.
We got to step it up.
Mike 41. We've got to win. Black and turn.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Reset. 19. I don't even know why his team showed up.
After the interception, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Watson. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Watson, operating from the gun. Flushed out right. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The drive will start with Connor, and he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
Hard now. 180. Check 41. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And it's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a
That's
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick 6. On the left side, it's McDonald. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So that is 2 pick 6s he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick 6s, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That! Black 30. 77. Championships, baby. Go. Hey. 41. 3 bucks. Black is that.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, Will. Middle. 41's the mic. Check that.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
41's coming. 41's the mic.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Roethlisberger. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. The Steelers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And Boswell missed it. Missed it to the right. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within one score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson eluding the pressure right. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 11. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back.
He's got him in. Complete. Past the 20. 10. 5. Touchdown. Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. 89 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead.
This is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, now. Block 80! 41 Mike. All day, pump. Jack 16. Block it, man.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Roethlisberger will throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off.
Up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to.
To the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Carlson now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
This is it. 19. 54. Hey, let's go.
On first down, it's Watson. To the right side and complete to Thomas. A gain of 6 there on first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Caught left side Hopkins. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
3rd play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Check. Walk 54. It's just me and you.
On first down, Watson. And this one's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Watson going to throw again. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big pickup of 38. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Well, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
Sunday, down. 180. Here I come. 694. Hey, Delta. 41.
To throw is Carr. Out to the right here to Wilson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Looked like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
All day, defense, all day. All day. Raider 1. Good dash. Come. Express. He's going for it. Hey, wahoo. 4-1 Mike. You.
On second down, Jacobs. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Down. You're wide, 8-8. Check 41. It's a party now. It's a party now. Express.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Down. You're 80. Express. Hey, 7:34. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike.
Throwing his car on third down. And Wilson has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Oakland. The homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line.
Jam. Express. That's me. Watch the ship. White Monday down. Watch the ship. Yo, Chief. Slam.
Carr now to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those.
Team.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Watson now to throw. Open man is QT, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Under 10. 10. Shift. What's up?
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
29.
Don't be scared of it.
Shotgun now for Carr. Steps away to his left. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go. Down. 185.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. J.J. Watt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Mike 41. Mike 41. And I'm coming after you. Raider 9. 41. We're going to wedge that out.
Hey, Foxtrot.
41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now Carr, escaping the pressure right. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw, it's Carr. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heel.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Bernardus McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
24.
After the interception, here's Watson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Just couldn't get the feet down, right? He needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Well, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check 24, check 24.
Out of the gun, Watson being chased out left. Off to Thomas on the left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check, 41.
From the gun, it's Carr. And the pass complete to Ryan Graham. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Vontez Burfict, the one to get him down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going for it. It's Watson. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Miller. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Watson now going to run the option right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Express. Hey, I'm coming.
Bravo.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Check 37. Check 37. Well, Gumbo.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. They're able to locate Wilson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Taking it right down Broadway. That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, 50 yards. All tied now early in this 4th quarter. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 36-yard
From the 36, Watson. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left, and this will be caught at the 30. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That 31.
And the Texans, 1st down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Miller. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Watson. Catch here, left side, Thomas. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 1st down, Miller. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
3, now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Miller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Watson with a give to Miller. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll seconds remaining in the ball game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
What down? 180. Time to go right now. What tight end? 3 down, 3 down.
To throw is Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They were trying to go to Brown once again, but it'll be 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a
Lonnie was panning. Kicking ass. Taking names.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.
Hopefully that shit just put me in top 30. Vonnie, cut your mic on. Ooh, I'm like 25. 25. 25. This shit look pretty. What team should I use? Whoever in here watching. What team? Funny, cut your mic on. Gotta ask you something, man. A lot of my offense is running with quarterbacks. Fuck. I ain't used these boys yet. I'm gonna try it. Shit, bro, my home's info. What's happening? me get off Madden. Alright, let me finish this game and then I'll hop off.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in
I'm playing regular head-to-head. Ain't even started Ultimate Team yet. I don't want to get set to match up
with the Kansas City Chiefs. Butker now to kick this one away.
The second. Come on, second.
It's a very short kick, taken by an up man.
Yeah.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here.
Cause I got the yeah. 10 gameplay hours. That's crazy. They ain't give Tyreek Hill the X Factor or at least a superstar ability. They just hate it. You don't know about that trouble? Trouble. I know everything about Scoop.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks
One
of
playing
the
the
Ohio
Bengals.
River
I feel bad for him.
Stadium in Cincinnati.
This how I felt. I got most of my losses. I played with the Cardinals, then I played with the 49ers, and I was doing funny. Dog by the target.
This is taken at the 3. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Young Tinder. I'm gonna put the whole thing in. Ooh.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And not much.
What happened? You better change your password or something. Well, he ain't kicking you off the line.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
All right.
2nd and 9 from the 26. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Make 20 plus yard catches. That shit ain't counted. Nigga, that was 30 yards.
Defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins got home that time. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back?
You said you was going to redo everything, not test your connection.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go.
Ronnie, you did not cut your internet box off.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, 51 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead.
Bazooka.
The extra point up and good.
Let me
And
see
that
that
makes the
defense
score
talking about something.
Now after the
Y'all boys
touchdown,
say
here's
something. Y'all just
Bunker
ain't
on to kick
watching.
it away.
Y'all boys comment or something. What with me? Subscribe.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
He young. I mean, he old. That's an old nigga. That's an old. Well, then. That's an old little man. The Chiefs do not play no 4-3.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their
Damn,
25-yard line.
It's going to be a long
Former
defensive game.
second-round pick. This is Joe Mixon trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because, you know, those...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now here's Mahomes.
Well,
to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
ain't no linebacker making no
Picked off
catch
inside
like
the 10.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away
They having a
with the interception.
prelude.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a draft,
and this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead up into 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Y'all boys,
A tale
comment,
of 2
subscribe.
extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer.
You know how long that's going to take?
Plays.
I'm in the... Oh, my
34,
God.
they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on.
Who you bringing out?
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Geno Atkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs. Sure. just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. He gets this one to Boyd. 12 yards there and a first down.
You said what?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And Dalton to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. Yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds straight, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Back to Mixon on first down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Another example really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating, and it allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there.
Take it for 3 minutes, 30
Now
seconds.
they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the
If
end
they
zone.
don't score right here, he might
Throw
quit.
to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Now Joe Mixon. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Dalton on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Bullock's kick is good. It's now 9-3. Now that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
You might as well, right? Taking the man is gone.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
This is caught inside the 15.
No,
way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
You got a field goal. It's 16-3.
2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. The point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Oh no.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Is it kicking you out your games too?
For them.
Or
3
just the
drives
party?
and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive,
We can go to
ratio,
game chat, man.
that answer is 1. And that's not
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Frank Clark
finding his
not
way
working
home
for
to
you.
get the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Give me that.
And he fires one
He
that's
just threw a pick.
intercepted. Picked
On
up by
quick.
Reggie Ragland. And his guys are going to
Yeah.
take over at the 34-yard line.
All day, every day.
Your head hurt.
Comes Kansas City. And last time the formula was pretty simple.
Uh-oh.
One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just
Ah.
want to do that again, right?
That
And he'll be
shit's so
taken
retarded,
down by
bro.
the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins.
The way
able to disrupt
this
yet
game
another pass
works.
play. That is his third
As
sack
soon
of
as
the
I got my
afternoon.
fucking nah, he sacked me. Took me out my little
Coming up
takeover
at
mode. Then he
halftime
got
in a little
his.
less than 2 minutes. We'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and
Look at
analysis
that.
of this first half. Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Check 43. Switch. Sundown.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it also brings up fourth. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this? Fourth
Yeah,
and
that's just
long, and they're going to go
yet.
for it.
Check. 80 weapon.
Watch him. Double team him or something.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes.
What?
And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bengals are going to get it back in
At least
terrific
I know
field
this nigga
position.
suck on offense, so he can team get bailed out by the computer the whole game. Don't get- he don't
Cincinnati
score.
now ready to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last
Give me
drive.
that.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. He finds Ross right side. It's complete.
Hold
And
up.
he
I'm
gets
gonna make the party private, Ronnie.
the Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Over here.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. There goes a deep ball in
Give me
zone.
that.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 9 seconds to
Let
play.
this half
Likely the
end, so
final
this shit'll
snap of
go
the first
away.
half as it's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right.
How am I
And
supposed
he
to
can't get
come
rid
back
of
with
it. He's taken down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the... So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check 26, check 26. Shoot! Watch the shoot!
Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Dalton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position
You
still
can't believe
apply.
what?
If things go wrong, you still act like you're the...
Well, now look at
Give me
this.
that.
Big gain,
Use the script fumble.
and it's
Thank
picked
you.
up by the Chiefs.
I forgot they had time,
Often
Matthew.
on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip
I'm
the
just
cap to the
trying to make this
defense
nigga
here.
quick.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
He's still got
They begin the drive with Williams.
What you talking about, man?
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's
Orlando?
2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we
Got the
know,
right there,
between
man.
2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Not yet.
On 2nd down
More.
and 4.
I
Mahomes
gotta be all that, man.
eluding the pressure right. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it
Nigga
across
is.
midfield.
He don't got nothing.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46.
He ain't gone. He only gone for it.
20.
4 months.
It's
3
caught
months.
on the right
I
side
don't know.
by Robinson. And all the way inside the 15.
I know a girl that's
before they
gonna do
drop
that.
it.
She leaving. I think sometime
32
next month.
on the play.
She said she come back.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That is caught
Yeah.
at the 7-yard line.
That's what my cousin did.
A
He
good
just
pickup
retired.
there.
He been in there 30
To the
years.
1st down completion.
In so many ways,
He
throwing to the
just now
drop
retired.
is actually
He
one of the
live up
safer
in
things
Virginia.
an offense can do.
He had a
Get
big
the ball
ass
out
house.
to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he...
Fighting for the end zone. He
Yeah.
lost the football. It's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's...
I would make it public, but as soon as it's public, you getting kicked out. I invited him.
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
What?
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation, because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't
Come on,
happen.
very quick, bro.
It
It's
looks
24 to
almost
3.
insurmountable, but it's not.
Let me kick this nigga out of private. Ronnie, he kicked you out of private party? What it's saying? You been signed out or something?
Now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Dalton here from the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Green with a catch left side.
Nice, 24 to 3.
28 yards.
He's staying in this.
They completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton.
He got a touchdown to John.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Chiefs' 20-yard line.
This fourth quarter, though.
Check. 82's moving. 82's moving. He's crashing.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
All right. I got 4 minutes left.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton.
Still in
He's going
this
to go
game.
down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Frank Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. And this is incomplete.
He finally quit. Yo. Ooh, I'm 22 in the world, Vonnie. 22. Ooh. But whoever watching this shit, I'm finna stop it and get on 2K. I might start it back up. I don't know. But alright.